Hi, and welcome back to our question of the week video. This week, I'm taking a question from Susan, who is wondering, how can I help my child save for college when I already feel like I'm behind on saving for retirement? This is a much more common question than you may think, and I think it's because we want to be able to help our kids. We want to be able to help them financially, to go to the school they want to go to get the career they want to get. And it's coming from a great place. But I want to encourage you that if you're not able to help financially, there are still a lot of ways that you can help. So let's talk about why you shouldn't prioritize saving for college over your retirement. So looking at the baby steps, Dave Ramsey's baby steps that we help you follow, once you get to step 4, you should do his steps in order, but at the same time. That's because step 4 is saving for retirement, and you're not done doing that until you retire. So once you are saving your 15% or whatever amount you need to save to plan for retirement, then anything extra goes towards base step 5, which is funding your kids' college, and anything extra goes towards 6, which is paying off your home early. But you have to do them in order at the same time because you are going to retire. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, right? You're going to retire at some point. And there are no other ways to pay for your retirement other than to save for it. There are options when it comes to college. And so that's why I want to encourage you, prioritize the retirement saving, and let's look outside of the box for ideas for saving for college. So some of those things that I would say are, 1, have you looked at negotiating costs of college? I think that is something that people don't think about a lot, but it is something that you can do. You can negotiate the cost. And so that's why we would encourage you to apply to multiple schools so you can see what they are all going to offer you and you can negotiate between them. And then I would say have your kids apply for any and all scholarships. Sometimes it's like, oh, that's only a couple $100 or only $1,000. That's not going to do very much, but every dollar adds up. So apply for those scholarships. Have them do that. So having them do some of those things are really important. Our financial coach offers a service where she can help you and your kids plan for college debt-free. So she helps you with what scholarships to apply for and how to negotiate and all of those different things. So if you're interested in that, you can meet with her. But outside of that, I would also say communication is key. So talking to your kids and telling them, we can't help you financially, or we can only help you with X amount of dollars financially. What we see a lot when we talk to parents and children is they maybe don't have a clear outlook on who's paying for what and what the expectation is. So setting that expectation up front is really helpful. And then talking to your child about working while they're in school. So how many hours do they need to work, at what pay per hour to be able to cover the amount of tuition they need to cover? So looking at that ahead of time and planning that in advance is going to help them plan to find a job and help pay for that. And then, of course, working in the summers and making even more to cover while they're in school. So those are things that I think are really maybe sound simple, but really can go a long way in helping your kids to know what to expect and have a plan for it. And then just overall teaching them the principles of good financial habits. So having them take Financial Peace University, maybe you do pay for that and it's, $100 and some for the Ramsey Plus membership, but you're helping them to build the habit now as they are on a shoestring college budget, but they're learning to budget and build that habit and understand the importance of not going into debt and why they need to work so that they don't go into debt. Helping them in those ways is really going to set them up for success to not only not take out student loan debt, but also when they graduate and they start their job full time, they understand how they should handle their finances and why they shouldn't go into debt. And it's really going to put them on a good track. So what I would say is look at all of those other ways to help your kids. Even if you can help your kids financially, I think you should help them in all of those ways I just talked about, because I think sometimes those are overlooked and can really have a big impact. I was just thinking about this because my husband's parents put us through Financial Peace University, and that's what really set us on this journey of paying off our debt. And I became a financial coach, and then I became a financial advisor, and really became passionate about this topic from that personal experience of going through that class and understanding that you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck and have a bunch of debt. And so I'm just so grateful that they put us through that class. And it was what, $100 back then for them to put us through that class, but it made a huge impact on our lives. So just want to encourage you that doing something that might seem small can make a big impact and help your kids. So if you are curious about what it would look like to have our financial coach help you with planning for college and giving you tools to negotiate and lower the cost of college so that you can have your kids go to school debt-free, feel free to schedule a meeting with her using the link to her calendar below. If you have questions for our advisors, or you do want to start saving for your child's college, or you're looking at your retirement plan, if you have any questions for our advisors, you can schedule a meeting with them using the link to their calendar below. If this was helpful to you, why don't you send it to a friend that has college-age kids also? And we just thank you so much for watching.